Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday Night Primetime contest between the Washington Commanders and the Dallas Cowboys. It's our Monday night opener for the season. Both teams are set up, and off we go. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Set. Ready.
Right to the air is Herbert. Pass into the hands of Dalton Kincaid. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. So a big self-inflicted error as that personal foul moves the ball forward quite a bit. Roughing the passer on that last play, and that's always going to lead to an automatic first down. Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap to Herbert. He's got Quentin Johnson complete. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Perfect way to start the season as their opening drive has reached goal to go. They're going to run here. It's Mixon. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. It'll be a pickup of 4, and they'll snap 2nd and goal from the 3.
That run now has put them in such a great spot, Kate. You get a run like that inside the 1st and goal situations, there's a whole lot of confidence when you break the huddle.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Smith. And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up 3rd and goal.
Well, Kate, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice down. I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
3rd and goal. Here's Herbert. And he's going to have the Washington touchdown. The Commanders take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. All right, so nice little drive they put together there in their first series of the season, partner, and the year begins on a high note with a touchdown. Yeah, they'll be able to begin this season on a high note with a win. Well, they put more drives like that together, they sure will, but I don't know. I got that Pete Carroll just still bouncing in my brain. It's not how you start, it's how you finish, but you can't start much better than that. The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Returning in from the 16. And he was pushing for midfield there before they finally dragged him down at the 45. When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense.
This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Ready? 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
First down, play action. Headed out right. And the connection not quite there yet on his opening throw of the game. Trying to hit his fullback there. So second down coming up.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Okay, break.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Set. Crackle 80. Crackle 80. Ready.
Now running here with Jaden Blue. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
19 tight, 19 tight. Trap 60, trap 60.
Third down from the gun. He intercepts the pass. Picked up by Jalen Jones. And all the way back it goes. It's a Washington pick 6. Just tried a little bit too hard to get that 3rd down conversion. Brock wanted so badly to keep that opening series going, and that one cost him.
Yeah, I think it's less, Kate, in this case about the throw and much more about crediting the defense who was ready and willing to be opportunistic, not just knock that ball away.
Yeah.
They wanted to take advantage of that opportunity, and they jumped on it.
And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here. 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
Blue here from the pistol. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Here we go, shot. Hut, hut.
Quickly out to the right, complete. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
39-yard line.
Come on, set. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready, ready.
They go play action on 1st down. This one caught by C.D. Lamb. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Go.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
Ready. 70 Lions. Viking 18. 18 Pioneer.
Throwing it again here. Buying some time right. He takes it himself. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
Ready?
He's going to throw it. And screen here to Blue. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Escapes the pocket. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Kate, I got to believe he hearkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Ready?
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
Dragon 60. Tag. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready?
Pass play now. He brings it in.
It's not just imperative that the quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
Okay, ready?
Quite the drive they're putting together here, partner. This is the 9th play of it as they get set for 3rd and 6.
Ready? Cowboy 80. 19 tight. 19 tight. 79 Broncos. 19 Lion. Ready?
Throwing from the gun. Pass it down close. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys lower the deficit to a single possession. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Now to kick it away, here's Pinion. And not liking what it looked like ahead of him there, Brock. So he's going to take a knee, and this is going to come out to the 35-yard line. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. They'll begin with a run by Mixon. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Herbert from the gun. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Just about every play in an NFL game usually has a protagonist and antagonist, a good and a bad. The good there, the courage of that wide receiver. The bad, just could not haul it in.
Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. On 3rd down, Herbert. It's brought in downfield by Kincaid. And they're going to have 1st and goal when we begin our 2nd quarter. So we're down to 3 quarters remaining in our opening weekend of football. It's a 14-7 game. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Commander's ball as we get back for the second, and they're thinking points. Motioning one of the tight ends. Going right side, mixing with it. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Going the wrong way. It's second and goal now, back at the 12. Here's Herbert. Buys time, rolling right. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
That may not look like much, and on tomorrow's grade sheet, it'll just be an S for satisfactory, but that's a good decision. Know where to go with the ball, and don't put it in harm's way.
A big moment for them here to begin this new season. Here's third and goal.
Delta. My man. Ready.
Here he goes, third and long. Throws caught. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter, but they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Bass's kick is good. And that'll push it to double digits in a two-possession case.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
Short kick here, fielded at the 17. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line.
At their own 34-yard line.
All right, going empty as they come to the line. It's first and 10.
Come on. Wrap on, wait. 19 Tiger.
Shotgun snap, he'll give to Blue. And he'll take this ahead for 7. We've got second and 3 now. Looking quickly here.
A 7-yard pickup.
Second and manageable. He's throwing. Dumped off to his running back. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
Has it downfield, working the left. And what a hit there. Ouch, she faced the press for moving the chains that time.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up. That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you and do it for myself. I go 0 to 100.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with first and 10.
Viking 18. Go.
Up the middle, Blue. Only gets a yard there to make it second and 9.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Looking to throw here. He rolls to his right. He doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up third down.
That's a veteran move right there by a rookie quarterback. You see so many rookies, we do, Kate, who try to play hero ball and force things in every single spot. But he's already wise enough to know how to throw it away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Ready? Panther 60. Panther. Ready, right?
Third and long for him here. That is caught. He's got Lamb. And This drive is going to continue. He's taken down at the 2 on 3rd down. And they've got themselves a 1st and goal. Blue has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
They just could not even find a sliver of breathing room on that 1st down, and this is not an envious spot for this play caller to be in. I don't know what you go to now.
Okay,
Trying again from the 2. It's 2nd and goal.
let's go. Check. 60 by 6. Hey, smash. Hurt. Hurry.
So a timeout comes in with the play clock down to just 3 seconds. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. It's 2nd and goal. Quick pass, right side, complete. And in he goes for the Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys reduce the lead to just 4. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Set.
Herbert. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the 1st play.
When they were in our defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
Rough start to this set of downs. Now 14 to go on 2nd.
Set. Black 80. Black. Set.
Working from the gun here. It's Herbert. On the move. Headed right. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 46. Now Herbert to throw. That's brought in. It's his back, Rashard Smith. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. They gain 11 on that play. And that's good for a Washington 1st down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Camper.
Herbert on 1st down. Chased out to his right. He's got Smith again. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
You know, Kay, that really is one of the benefits that comes with experience. You'll feel it. All right, look at the quarterback, never seeing the rush, never looking at the rush. Instead, eyes are downfield, and the big play follows.
It's Herbert once more. Forced out to his right. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. Now Dallas is going to call its 2nd timeout. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down.
3rd and long.
Ray. Set. 380. Ground. 380. Ground. Ready.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Oof, best of luck here, guys. It's 4th and pretty far. They snap it to Herbert. Throwing for the back of the end zone. And that's incomplete in the end zone. Could have been 6 points, but as that one falls, Brock, instead just a turnover on downs.
You know, kid, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
The give, it's blue. And he'll manage 3 there to begin this one. 2nd and 7 coming up.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts, a very minimal gain.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Cup 19, Cowboy 80.
He'll work against the blitz. Completed to his running back. He's still going at the 30. Give him 25 on that play. And that's good for a Dallas 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Ready?
Takes the handoff. Now to throw. It's caught at the 4. He will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone. Final timeout taken by the Cowboys. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Blue does not score. They not only stop him, they backed him up a couple of yards. Cowboys have to get moving here. Clock still running.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Commaders' 3-yard line.
Back now, pressure coming. And he makes the play at full extension. That's a touchdown. The Cowboys take the lead just before halftime. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all, at this point, expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
Out to kick it away. Here's Pinion. Returnable from the 2. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Only 10 seconds remaining here, so 1st and 10 may be our last snap of the half. They're looking to throw. He's looking deep once again. Brought in inside the 20. He makes it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders take the lead just before halftime. Bass on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders push their lead to 3.
Commanders 24, Cowboys 21.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. Return coming from the 14. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. Return starts from the 16. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
3, 76, check. 60 Bison. Go!
He gets the handoff. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Crack all 80. Ready?
I'll throw it. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
First down.
Come on.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. This is caught by Blue. They take him down as he goes out. Now let's check on this penalty. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond.
Ready?
Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20.
Go! 70 Lions. 18. Pioneer. Mustang 19.
Looking in the air here. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This hits down inside the 35-yard line. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
1st and 10 from the 32.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger. Hey, Smash. Check go.
Shotgun handoff to Johnson. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Drew Phillips making the tackle.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Here's the throw. Going with the screen to Johnson. Has some space inside the 15. And he did not get in. Finally stopped at the 1. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop-back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
Ready.
Gonna keep this one and go. And he's in for the touchdown. The Cowboys take the lead right away in half number 2.
Kate, I think 2 things were at play here. Not just the brute force to get it done on the QB sneak, but also the element of surprise to run it on 1st down. Job well done.
That one right down the middle. And the Cowboys take a 4-point lead. About to kick it away. Here's Pinion. Return coming from the 6. Jukes away from one. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10. He'll work this one up to the 28. Jack Jones making that tackle. Offense in a hurry up here.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Go.
Herbert back to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. That's completed right side. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. That one hits for 30. And that's going to give the Commanders a 1st down.
The best offenses in the league, and I don't really care what level it is, Kate. They stretch you vertically, and they'll stretch you horizontally. You show them that same look and just push the ball vertical, they'll catch on to it. But you start to mix and match and run these guys across the field, you become dangerous.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. 1st and 10, a run to Mixon. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Slayer, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
Back to throw. Here's Herbert. You know, it's great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
The offense not shy about sending them downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get, it's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
On 3rd down, Herbert. Got him there. That's Kincaid. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that could stretch the middle of the field. Man, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes, and what a difference it can make for an offense.
Working inside the red zone. And he scores. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders grab the lead on their first series of the half. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
The Commanders kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Johnson with a return here. And this gets out to the 30 before he stopped.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Real quick. They be on that rapid pay the bills. Now I'm finished. Not even a little bit. Oh, Lord. Know yourself. Know your worth. My actions being louder than my words. How you sold, but still sold down to earth.
Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10.
Here we go, Scott. Viking 18. Check smash. Check smash. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Ready.
They'll throw to begin this drive. Short pass brought in. Now here it goes down the right sideline. There it is. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys take the lead on the first play of the drive. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. Just enough leg. It's over the crossbar and good. And the Cowboys take a 4-point lead. to kick it away. Here's Pinion. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage. Herbert from the gun. Looking for his back, but he will not find him. That's incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
You know exactly what he's thinking. Hopefully next time it's a little bit easier. The degree of difficulty on that one high. Throwing to double coverage, odds are against you.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Lion. Go.
That one's out and cut on the right side. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. So instead of running 3rd down again, they decide to bring up 4th and let him keep the gain on the last play. And on 4th and 10, they aren't moving. They're going for this. He's back to throw. Completed here to Johnston. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. 21 yards and the first. What a call to go for it there on 4th.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Now Herbert again. To the left side, and Johnston has it. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Ray.
Herbert to throw once more. Escapes the pocket. Now here he goes. And he goes out of bounds as everyone turns to hear from our referee. He got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing him. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20.
Crowd run. 380. Ready.
Herbert throwing again. Buys time, rolling right. Nice catch along the sideline. Awesome body control to stay in bounds there. Ooh, but we've got a flag on the play. Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no, and it's got to come back. All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's Commanders football, and they need to get to work here. They're trailing late. Second and long, need to give themselves a shot for 3rd. It's Herbert once more. Flushed out of the pocket. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
Set. Black 80, black.
3rd and long for him here. On the move, headed right. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on third down than they did on second. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
Well, best of luck here. It's fourth and a considerable distance. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Fourth and forever coming up.
Hey, Kappa.
Desperation time here. He's throwing deep to the left side. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. They had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
You know, these fourth down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
Give on second here to Blue. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Ready, set.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on third down.
Set it.
Here he goes, third and long. Hauled in by Lamb, right side. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Offense in the hurry up here.
Gain of 14 on the play. It's fourth down.
Ready.
He's going to try to throw for it. He finds him beyond the marker. And they make the stop. I'm going to say at about the 37-yard line. It's an 8-yard gain, and a great call there on fourth down. Keeps this drive moving.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest. It gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
Ready, ready.
They'll start the drive with Blue. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
They keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. He gets it. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Brought down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Come on. Set. 19, trap 60, 79 Broncos. Rig alert. 19 tight.
Back to throw now. It's taken in by Lamb. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
A gain of 4. Brings up third and 4.
Good moving drive, but a good stall out here. We've got 3rd and 4.
18 card, cup 19.
Back to throw it. Finds him over the middle. And for the moment, that's going to be a touchdown. Whether it will stand, though, well, that depends on the call on this flag. Cowboys drive their lead to 11.
42. Commanders 31. Friendly Pinion.
Out to kick it away. Here's Pinion. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Headed out right. He can run it. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Washington 1st down.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
Completed over the middle. He'll take it past the midfield stripe and start to push into Cowboys territory.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 46.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset. Do it to the hurry-up offense here.
Commanders 1st down. 1st and goal.
Ram.
5-yard line.
Ready?
From the red zone now. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Going the wrong way. It's 2nd and goal now, back at the 12. Back to throw. Here's Herbert. Chased out to his right. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that brings up 3rd and goal. So as they're trying to throw for this, Brock, they've actually been thrown off here by a couple of great plays defensively.
Yeah, offensively, that can't happen. Defensively, kudos. Offensively, touchdown, check down, throwaway. That's it. Sack cannot be a part of the equation.
And this is cut for a score. We are not done here yet. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Now, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route, just like a receiver would, but it's a totally different animal.
And he's got it. That gets him 2 and puts them within a field goal here late.
42. Commanders 39.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Short kick here, fielded at the 15. A little revenge from the coverage team there after they gave up a pretty nice run back.
At their own 31-yard line.
We've set it downs for him from the 31.
Come on. Set. Gravity line. Ready.
Our 1st down. It's blue. And I don't think he got beyond the line there. Yep, no gain on the play. It's going to be 2nd down. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down.
Bronco 80.
They're going to pass it here. Lamb brings it in yet again. And we'll turn our focus now to the flag down as he ends up out of bounds. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. They'll take second down behind the sticks now after that holding call.
Stephanie! Panther 60, Panther 60. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Oh, Bronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. This is caught by Blue. And this one does not go far. Washington calls it second timeout. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on third down.
Here we go, shot. 19, Charger, 19.
Looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one won't get there. Looks good, but the stop. Now hang on. They want to take another look at this play. And a very important call coming up late in this game.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Let's go.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. Line up the design keeper. So the Cowboys take the win here in Arlington. And this isn't just any 1-0 start for them. They pick up what could end up being a key division victory to have later in this season. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Cowboys are winners as we say so long from Dallas.
Run it down. The sun is up. So run it down. Get your money up. I put money down on all of us, on my people now, on what I love. Ooh, baby, it's dangerous. Your problems are just not the same to us. We're dealing with things you ain't seen before. We're feeling the weight of our ancestors. We're healing with ways that don't last long. Don't have but the time and it obvious. No help for the weak, but the strong. Plenty here for it for all of us. Now bring out the drums and the and my homies got this do it that they said wouldn't work. Bring out the and the it'll load them, but I'm up the place with them car. I see the bums that be wishing we end in the ditch of the pain that see them and hurt. I see the love that we give and the love that we get. Make sure everything come up full circle. We went from nothing to something, got all of us jumping it that we made from the air. We went from running it with nothing to stomach, just feeding the neighborhood bread. There ain't a person alive that be matching the vibe, and honestly ain't even fair. There ain't a do with the drive and the vision like I have unless I go look in the mirror, babe. So run it up. The sun is up. To run it down. Get your money up. I put money down on all of us, on my people now, on what I love. Ooh, baby, we run it up. Yeah, the minute the sun is up. There's no rest to my sun it down. Working for it, get your money up. Believe it on God, put money down. I'm betting the odds on all of us. I do it for all of my people now. Put that on everything that I love. Church. Yeah, on everything that I love. Yeah, ain't nothing that come above. Now we go from angry and mad to happy and glad to find a solution for us. We go from sorry and sad to ready to grab up then get to the front. I want the money, the cash, the moolah, the bag, the currency, stacking it up. We want the freedom to live and the freedom to have. The things will be lacking, my bruh, so what are we lacking? I could point it out, so much that's around. Better settle down, no point doing that. Or they send the hounds, bite me in the, put me in the ground, turn me into ash, cut to carry down. From those who came up before me, I'm here to change up the story. Find me at work in the morning, find me where people are mourning, man, cause death is around.